Almost none of us commit suicide, and almost all of us self-destruct. In some way, in some part of our lives. We drink, or we smoke, we destabilize the good job, the happy marriage. These aren't decisions, they're impulses.
Hi! It's been a while since I've made one of my, real videos. That's something new. That's the weirdest thing I could update you guys on. One of my fingers on this hand, when I bend it, it just did it again. I'm sure you couldn't hear it. It's very quiet, but it like snaps. Oh, it did it again. When I bend it. It doesn't really hurt. It just gets irritating after a while. So I should probably go to the doctor and figure out what's going on with that eventually. So there's probably a lot of you here who are new to my channel. You might have found my channel through this fan edit, and probably not through this one, because it wasn't as popular. Or the new version that I made of this fan edit. And this is my series, How's It Going? Where I update you guys on what's going on with what I'm working on with my channel, and basically I talk about myself a lot, and it's probably very, very boring. Anyways, we're really due for another update video since it's been pretty much over a year since I was uploading actual normal videos, like the videos that I want to be creating. And that's not to say that I didn't want to create these fan edits, and I will talk about why I did that and the whole process in this video and all of that. But it's just to say that my YouTube channel, what I really want to do with my channel is create videos of me, you know, talking about media and my thoughts on it. Anyway, so a little bit over a year ago, the Clone Wars Season 7 was finishing up airing, and for a long time I had known that the final arc of that show was going to overlap with Revenge of the Sith. Well, this isn't the original Revenge of the Sith, this is my fan edit. So I was planning to make a fan edit of it just for fun. I didn't realize it would work out as well as it did because those last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars were so damn good.
With your help, the Jedi can stop Sidious before it's too late.
Too late? For what? The Republic to fall? It already has, and you just can't see it.
Anyway, so I made my fan edit, and it kind of blew up. And now I have over 10,000 subscribers. I might have over 11,000 now, which is crazy to me. I basically more than doubled how many subscribers I had to my channel just by doing something that was sort of unplanned. Like, in the moment of doing it, it felt like something I shouldn't be doing. It felt like a waste of time. And in a way, it kind of was. Because look at where we are now. It's been over a year since I've uploaded what I've wanted to upload to this channel. And whose fault was that? No one but mine. No one but mine. Actually, as I'm filming this, I'm nearing completion of editing the previous video that you guys have already seen, which is my K-Flay Solutions review. So basically, I have a weird... I gotta eat my toast, but I have a weird relationship to making these fan edits in a way, because in a way, it was a nice distraction. It was a nice break to do something new, and it was really fun making them. But I think I spent way too much time on some of the things I did with that, like adding the subtitles and adding a black and white Japanese mode that you can watch it in. Too much. Waste of time. It was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was cool. But it took away time from what I really feel like I should have been doing. And of course, all of this was in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. So everything lately has been weird for the past year. I mean, for everyone, obviously, not just for me. Speaking of which, I was going to school. We're gonna bounce around. I'll come back and talk about this edit later and the new version I made of that edit. This video is gonna be a complete mess, alright? Anyways, so what's been going on with my school, which I haven't talked about since the last update video, which I'm pretty sure I filmed almost 2 years ago. Anyway, so this summer I'm taking 2 classes. They're both film classes. One is film history, one is film as literature. This is my textbook for my film as literature class. I really got to catch up on the homework because I went on a vacation to the Colorado mountains for my sister's wedding, which is like a really nice break from things. So yeah, my sister got married. It was awesome. She was so happy, and it made me happy to see her like that. And this is such a weird time for me. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life.
Figure out what you do! You had all summer to think of it!
Okay, so I'm taking classes at a community college right now because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, what I want to eventually major in, and film might be one of them. I have a big passion for film, as you know, I made my own edits of 2 of them, sort of 3 if you count the other version I made of that, the new one. And obviously I like to talk about film and storytelling and video games and other things in my videos. I'm just not entirely sure if I want to go into the field of making films because it's very difficult and I feel like it's something that you really have to like dedicate yourself to. And I'm not sure if that's what I want my career to be yet. And I have a lot of interests when it comes to just art in general. I like music. When it does come to film, I like editing. I would probably like writing. I haven't really done much of it yet. Who knows, maybe I'd even want to become an author and just write books. Oh, speaking of books, that's a random ass segue. I've been reading Dune. I'm reading it because Denis Villeneuve is my favorite film director, and he's directing an adaptation of this that comes out later this year. I look forward to that. Maybe I'll do a video about it, or maybe things won't work out. We'll see, but yeah, I'm a bit over halfway through it right now, so no spoilers. The movie's gonna cover about the first half of the book, so I'm probably past where the movie ends. But yeah, I like the book quite a bit. I've also been reading some other books. I've been reading a lot of Star Wars books. Part of me wonders if I should take a bit of a break from Star Wars content, just because I'm really getting into it more than ever before. But at the same time, I'm really enjoying it, so I don't know. Like, I really like The Bad Batch that's coming out right now. The High Republic books so far are really good. And it seems like Star Wars is just gonna have like a lot of variety, which is good. It'll keep me not bored with it. Okay, fuck it. Let's talk about my fan edit of The Hobbit. So a lot of you guys know that I made this fan edit that mixes Revenge of the Sith with the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars, because, you know, they take place at the same time. They fit very well together in terms of, you know, story, theme, everything. It just feels like a more complete ending to the show when you have it together with the movie, you know? But with my fan edit of The Hobbit, it actually does the opposite. I'm not adding things together. I'm taking a lot of scenes out of the original cuts of the movies and re-editing it to just make it more focused and better, because me and a lot of other people felt that the Hobbit movies were stretched out just to make a trilogy when they didn't need to be. So there's a lot of added plot lines in the movies, especially the last 2, that just don't need to be there, and they distract from what the main story is. And they're not as good as the main story. Not all of them are bad, but the movie becomes so much better when all of them are taken out. And it's just about the adventure from the book, about Bilbo and Gandalf and the dwarves and the Lonely Mountain and Smaug and all of that. By the way, since I haven't talked about it too much in the past, I'm a huge fan of J.R.R. Tolkien and like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I was first introduced to Lord of the Rings by watching the movies when I was younger, and then like 2 years ago-ish, I read The Lord of the Rings for the first time, and it was incredible, and then I like rewatched the movies again, and then I reread The Hobbit before making this fan edit, so yeah, I would like to jump into Tolkien's other work, like the Silmarillion, I think it's pronounced, and Unfinished Tales, Beren and Luthien, Children of Húrin. I know there's like a lot of ones. I think it's mostly short stories, but anyways. If you liked, oops, wrong hand motion. If you liked this fan edit, and you are not a fan of Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, if you've like never seen them, give this one a shot. Because it is actually very good how it turned out. Like, if I were to judge both of these two fan edits just as their own movies in terms of which one just has the better story and is a better overall movie, I would say that The Hobbit is probably better. Well, actually, I'm not sure. 'Cause like, Revenge of the Sith has some really campy, weird scenes in it, but The Clone Wars is fantastic. So I don't know, it's a weird balance. But I think what I was trying to say a minute ago is that you don't need to have seen or read anything from Middle-earth to understand this. The Hobbit takes place before Lord of the Rings. All of the scenes that I removed in my fan edit are completely unnecessary to understand the story, so you can just watch this. Please buy the original films, or else it counts as piracy, and that's bad, and I don't want to get sued by either Disney or Warner Brothers. Yeah. Okay, so what else is going on in my life? I've been trying this thing called Power Play. It's a company made by Robin Gaming. I don't know if any of you guys watching know who that is, but he's a YouTuber who used to upload more frequently in the past. Mostly making videos about the Uncharted series, but he's done a lot of other things too, so I don't want to just call him the Uncharted guy the same way I wouldn't want someone to call me the Infamous guy or the Star Wars fan edit guy, because, you know. But anyways, he and his friend Sander made this business called Power Play, which is an exercise program for gamers or people who just like sit for long periods of time that are really fucking lazy and don't want to exercise. So it's been quite appealing to me because I've wanted to get into exercising more. I wanted to fix my terrible posture for some time, and so far I like this. I'm not paid by them. This is not a sponsorship or anything. I'm just kind of giving them a shout out because I like what they're doing. So yeah, I guess I'll have a link to their Patreon in the description. Alright, and then I guess the last major thing that I want to talk about, I was trying to think of other things as well, but it's actually probably best if this video isn't an hour long, because no one wants to hear me just talk about myself for an hour. So I might have to edit it down a crazy amount already. But I want to talk about social media and why I'm starting to dislike it more and more. Like, don't get me wrong, the internet and social media is like a really great thing, but it can be overused. And actually, I was writing something about this last night that I should just consult, because I wrote it better than how I'm saying it now. Okay, so over the past few years of my life, just my guitar falling over. That's right, I got a new guitar. I will have to play this at some point just for fun after the video, so yeah, okay. Over the past few years of my life, I have felt social media becoming a negative influence on my life, and that has only gotten worse with the pandemic and less face-to-face interaction. I become obsessed with looking at reactions to what I create because I work so hard on it and I want it to be appreciated. But it becomes an unhealthy obsession when I check too often and become unsatisfied with the amount of responses, even if they are mostly positive. When I take breaks from social media, like I just did for the past 2 weeks at the time of filming this video, I always end up feeling more relaxed, able to focus on other things, productive, and happier. And while I do enjoy live streaming, that's right, I haven't talked about live streaming. I've been live streaming like crazy for almost a year now. I don't think I've missed a week until these past 2 weeks, and I've live streamed like multiple times a week, most times. Anyways, while I do enjoy live streaming, I feel like it's the most hyper-sensitive, I guess, I am to social media due to the instantaneous interaction. And thus, it's the form of social media that I oftentimes respond to the worst when it comes to stress. I always worry about why I have 10,000 subscribers, but only a small handful of less than 10 viewers at a time usually. I worry that I'm not entertaining, or that if I don't provide constant entertainment, viewers will decide to leave. I primarily stream while playing video games, and this adds to the stress of trying to maintain entertainment while playing games that I would oftentimes like to fully take in and appreciate, but I have the distraction of people watching me and talking to me through chat. So for the time being, I'm actually not going to be live streaming. This is a bit of a tough choice for me because I really have enjoyed live streaming frequently for the most part, but I feel like more and more since I've just done it so consistently, like it just, like the stress of not having enough people watch and feeling like I'm just broadcasting to hardly anyone and that what I'm doing is not worth anyone's time, like that feeling is just growing over time. And I don't like to bitch about not getting enough views because it's like, okay, who cares? Like, you have 10,000 subscribers, you're doing pretty great on YouTube. Honestly, I shouldn't complain about too much, is how I feel most of the time. But like I said, having 10,000 subscribers doesn't mean much when just a few of them consistently watch your live streams. And you know what? Thank you to everyone who does. Part of me doesn't realize why you care about them most of the time, but there's a good 20 or so people out there who will watch at least like half of my live streams, and that's pretty great. I should be grateful for what I have. I think I oftentimes beat myself up for not being more successful or popular, and at the same time I take for granted a lot of the success and popularity my content has. At the end of the day, my goal with my YouTube channel and surrounding platforms is to create something that I enjoy making, expresses my beliefs about the world, and gives me a greater sense of purpose. And accomplishing that has really been hurt by letting all of the attention or lack thereof get to me. I don't want to continue spending time thinking about what other people think of my content. I just want to create, keep creating, and create something that feels true to me. So for those reasons, I'm going to be using social media platforms on a much less frequent basis. I'll mainly just use them to like promote new videos as I make them and stuff, and spending the time I would have spent on social media working on my next projects. I don't want to keep wasting time thinking about myself, but instead think about the content I'm making and how it can help others see something they didn't before about media or the nature of the world. I think it's better to create in a bit of a vacuum than to create under constant watch, comments, opinions, praise, or criticism. So yeah, that's what I wrote last night while I was sitting on the toilet. To sort of wrap that up, I am deeply saddened to my core as time goes on that I am not spending more time working on making these videos that I actually want to make and that I feel the purpose of my YouTube channel is. And I get caught up by whatever people are thinking of my videos, by the fact that these main videos on my channel oftentimes don't get as much attention as I would like them to, but maybe if I just made them more often, they would, you know? And my fan edits, especially the Star Wars one, really got a lot of attention, and I am grateful for that. But at the same time, it was like overwhelming just how much attention it got, and it, in a way, kind of makes me want to like distance myself from that a bit. Although at the same time, as you probably noticed if you watched my Ultimate Edition cut of this, which adds the first episode of The Bad Batch, I added in trailers for my YouTube channel into the actual cut of the movie at the start to try to use that as some marketing for this, for the thing that I actually care about the most. But yeah, my life is just, it's crazy right now. I don't know exactly where it's headed, So that's kind of scary for me. Like, if I just got everything my way, then my dream job would probably be to just make YouTube videos and probably make some more friends and add them into the videos and just see where it takes me. But in reality, I don't know if I can do that. So it might be film, it might be writing, it might be editing, it might be making music, who knows? Speaking of which, I'm about to play some song. I haven't decided which one, but just for the hell of it. And I guess, you know what? This is called How's It Going? So how are you guys doing? Do you feel what I'm feeling in life right now? It sucks. But yeah, tell me about that if you've made it this far in this video. I feel like probably not many people did. I'm spending like, I don't know, 20 minutes or longer just talking about myself. It's boring, it's borderline narcissistic, it's stupid. I don't want to make many videos in the future that are just about me. I want them to be about other things instead, because I do think I have a tendency to make too many update videos or things about myself, and it does irritate me. But yeah, most of all, when I go to read comments on this video eventually, it would be nice to just hear how any of your lives are going. Are you going through something similar to me? Are you not? How has COVID affected you? And can we all figure out how to be okay with not knowing what the hell we're doing in life? I don't know. I mean, that would be nice if we could just do that. But yeah, here's to our journeys of figuring out what the hell we're doing. And yeah. I want you to know I'm a mirrorball. I want you to know I'm a mirrorball. I'll show you every version of yourself tonight. I'll get you out on the floor, shimmering beautiful. And when a break gets in a million pieces, hush, when no one is around, my dear. You'll find me on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love, shining just for you. Hush, I know they said the end is near, but I'm still on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love, shining just for you. I want you to know I'm a mirrorball. I can change everything about me to fit in. You are not like the regulars, the masquerade revelers, drunk as they watch my shattered edges glisten. Hush, when no one is around, my dear. You'll find me on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love, shining just for you. Hush, I know they said the end is near, but I'm still on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love, shining just for you. And they called off the circus, bring the disco down, when they sent home the horses and the rodeo clowns. I'm still on that tightrope, I'm still trying everything to
get you laughing at me. And I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. I've never been a natural, all I do is try. I'm still on that trapeze, I'm still trying everything to keep you looking at me. Because I'm a mirror ball, I'm a mirror ball. I'll show you every version of yourself tonight.
By the way, my computer is still broken. It still crashes randomly every once in a while. I've thought I fixed it like 1,000,000 times. Still fucking broken.